Olympian. Shoot.
Here we have with us Olympic trials champion and new world lead in the men's 200 meter, Noah Lyles. Can you start off by just walking us through that race?
Yeah. So to be honest, gun goes off. I was just thinking flow, first few steps came out. I knew that I was going to have speed coming off that turn. I've been practicing that a lot, especially recently in the past 2 to 3 weeks. I came off with speed and I knew all I had to do was keep running, keep pressing. Thank you so much. Throughout the rounds, I've been backing off a lot, especially in that right off I come off the turn because I've been having a lot of speed. So this time it was just like, let it flow and keep it going. Coach said, run to the 202, not 200 meters, but 202 meters.
Next question is from Pat Graham, Associated Press. Congrats on being an Olympian. How does that sound?
Gosh, it sounds nice. Been waiting, 9 years. Of course, went after in 2016, came up short by 1 place. And ever since then, the mindset of, becoming an Olympian again was on my mind. And gosh, what a buildup it's been with each year, grabbing the world lead and Diamond League wins, Diamond League championships, world championships, and then having the pause in 2020. It's probably been my hardest year. And all those other years before this was easy. Even 2019 was rough, but it was nothing compared to this. I don't think anybody can prepare you for the lion that you have to slay at the Olympic trials. It's not world championships, not US championships. This is the hardest team to make, and everybody here shows it.
Next question from Kevin Draper. As someone who has not hesitated to make his feelings clear about social justice, even when you are competing, how do you regard the current IOC rules on political speech, and what, if any, plans have you made to adjust your behavior?
I feel that I've made my point clear. Everybody knows what my views are towards social justice. I can't change the way other people do it or the way other people, change the rules. But what I can do is show my views and get the ball and the conversation rolling. I can't do everything by myself, but I can definitely make sure that everybody knows what I think. And if they want to, have conversations about this and say, hey, you know what, this isn't right. And that's when we get together and we, start saying, hey, let's get this changed. That's what I feel that I'm here to do. I'm here to get the conversation moving. I'm here to progress the agenda forward.
Next question from Adam Kilgore, Washington Post. On the track, you mentioned that word flow too. When did that pop into your head? Is that a new idea for you? What does it mean to you?
Yeah, it recently popped into my head. Now, after I started warming up for the second time, I was in the back and I was trying to do drills and, I wanted to be popping. I want to be aggressive. I want to be power. But then I was just thinking, why do I have to be so aggressive? What's the point of me getting aggressive? And I realized that every time I've tried to get aggressive, I started tensing up. I started, not getting the right steps. I started reaching. And then I'm like, if I let it flow, if I let it go, if I let it be smooth and rhythmic, and I get into that Noah Lyles groove, that's when everything starts moving the way I want to. I don't have to press for it. And even if I do have to press for it, I'm already in that good position. And it was funny because I told my coach, I was like, I think I've entered into a new state of mind. And he was like, I hope it's the aggression state of mind. I was like, nah, it's a smooth pattern state of mind. I think this works. And for sure, he was definitely happy with it when he saw me in the back doing buildups. And he was just like, that looks good. And I was like, yeah, this is about to be one of my smoothest races.
Question from Tyler Dragon, USA Today. After not finishing first through the qualifying, did you feel like you had something to prove in the final?
Something to prove. Sometimes. I think sometimes I do. It's a random thought that comes to your mind, like, oh, you didn't get first. But what I know is that who I was in the semis is not who I'm going to be in the finals. I'm not pressing. I'm not gassing it. Me and Arian was talking. I was like, bruh, you running out here. This is great. He's like, bro, I'm running out of fear. And I'm like, you know what? At that age, that's the position he got to run. Because when I was here in 2016, I was running out of fear too. I was coming out here and I was just like, I got to give my all each and every time to make sure I make it. But now that I'm faster, I'm more mature, I know how to run the certain parts of my race. I know how to be in good positions. I don't have to run like that. I can come out here and I can be smooth. I can work on one part of my race and come out here. So no, I don't have anything to prove. I don't need to prove anything, because when it's all said and done, I know how to put the whole race together and say, when I put the race together, y'all are going to be in trouble.
Question from Pat Graham, Associated Press. What did you think of Knighton?
Oh man, I'm so proud of him. I was literally, after I won, I was so happy. And then I was looking at the screen and I was just hoping that his name would pop up right after Kenny's. And it did. And I was so happy for him, because he literally embodied what I wanted to do in 2016. And it hurt so much that I didn't get to make that team. And to watch him PR in each round, I was just, hoping, don't gas out, don't gas out, don't gas out. And when he went out and he PR'd, I was just so happy for him. I'm just like, bro, you did it. You did what I couldn't do. And it's crazy for me to say that, because I've had so many accomplishments. All right, bro, thank you. But he did it. And, and I'm so happy for him.
Question from Ashley Coleman, Focus Media News. Do you have a message for your supporters?
No. I thank everybody who supports me. And to be honest, I know that everybody's out there. But I learned this year, sometimes it's the silent support that probably means the most. I've learned that I've gotten a lot away from social media this year. There's a lot of people who talk, opinions of like butts, everybody got them. And I've learned that I need to stick with the people who, have, who's been there from the beginning with me, and who knows my intention, my mindset. So I love all my supporters, and I know they mean the best. And I just want them to know that I appreciate each and every one of them. Even though that I might not say something out to them specifically, I'm still always thankful that they're there.
Next question from Adam Kilgore, Washington Post. You've obviously expected to make this team for a long time. Where does this register on the spectrum between joy and relief?
A lot of relief, a lot of joy too. This has probably been the hardest season for me. With my training has been knocked back like 3 months, because there was a huge chunk in this year where I was not able to train because my body was so busted up. I was so tight. I wasn't getting the massages I needed. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm not running as fast as I have previous years. And, I need to get back in the state. And thankfully, I just had the best team around me. I have my brother who got me when we were talking in Mount Sac. He literally told me, like, what you scared to run for, And I was just like, he was like, literally, you about to give up before you even get to the line. And I was like, you're so right. Like, why am I even scared to even run? And then to my mom, who, even this morning we were talking, and she was just like, you got to take thoughts captive. She's saying that basically when a dark thought comes to your mind, you need to take that thought and you need to shove it back, so that's not going to happen. Create a new groove of a thought process. And that's a lot what I was thinking about today, taking thoughts captive. The good thoughts, take them and say, yeah, I'm going to run with this. And the bad ones say, you are not going to happen today, and throw it away. Even the sport I'm getting at home, it's been a lot. It's been a rough mental battle for me. And gosh, does it feel good that we've made it through this pass.
Next question from Doug Binder. Do you look forward to being a mentor to Knighton, who is still so new to this?
To be honest, I'm just going to spit out information that I know. If he wants to listen to it, cool. If he doesn't, that's his job. We all have our own roads, our own paths. Recently, we've had this kid in our group, young Jamaican, and I can see the desire in his eyes to want to be great. And he's come up to me multiple times, me and my brother, and I literally try to pass on as much information as I can. And I learned in high school that, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I can give you all this information. It's up to you if you want to take it. But I'd be happy to give any information that I have. I want everybody to be great. I want everybody to perform to their best potential.
Another question from Doug Binder. Whether it's you, Grant, or Sydney, or a thing, or Rye and Michael Norman, this new young group of Americans blew up this week. What is that like to be a part of?
Man, this is what I've been hoping for. This is what I was sitting on my couch with my brother in 2015, watching World Championships and thinking, when we get to World Championship, when our year comes, there ain't gonna be none of this There's these misses. There ain't gonna be none of these drop batons. There ain't gonna be none of these, just getting into the finals. There's gonna be only wins. There's only goals. There's only, there's no Jamaican dominance. There's only U.S. dominance. When we come, we are going to be the dominant force. We're gonna be start breaking records, and to see it happen, and it's like I knew it was coming, and now seeing it is just like now you can only sit back and watch and be proud.
Next question is Noah, congrats from Larry Etter, Run Blog Run. You flew down that last 100 meters like Doha. Compare the races?
Two different races. Doha. There was a lot of relief in Doha. I think I was just running to get the day over in Doha. I knew I knew my start wasn't going to be extra good in Doha. I was just going through the motions. I was making sure that each part of the race was smooth. But in this one, I knew that my start was going to be good. I knew my transition was going to be good, and I knew my finish was going to be good. It was just a matter of, putting it together and making sure it happens. And to be honest, it was just like, I knew this race was going to be great,
Question from Tyler Dragon, USA Today. You mentioned this has been the hardest season for you. How gratifying is it for you to fight through and run a world-leading time?
Yeah, I think to signify the importance of today, you have to go through the hardships of the year. And I've spoken on it a little bit, but it would take too long to explain all of it. But really, going through the hard parts is what makes this moment so great. Of course, you can imagine every day what it's going to be like when you cross the line, and nothing of what I imagined it to be like is what happened today. It was completely different. I knew when I went to the car room, I was going to be the one to win. I knew I was going to run fast today, but at the same time, it wasn't the joy or the excitement that got to me. It was a peace and serenity that came over me instead of that excited, dramatic, flaring Noah that, I've had in the past. I feel like I'm changing, and I'm okay with that.
Question from Tom Shad, USA Today. You mentioned earlier that you struggled to train for a few months because of soreness or tightness. Can you go into more detail about that stretch and what was bugging you?
Yeah, so my massage therapist, Mona, I love her to death. She's just like one of my best friends, but she's been my massage therapist since I turned pro. Probably the best in the world. I'm not even gonna lie. And she's been a little sick, and she wasn't able to work on a lot of us. And I want to make sure that when she works on me, she's the best she can be. So I was being worked on by her assistants, and they were working on me, and they're good. But of course, when you've been with the best and your body gets used to that, and you're going hard in training, like this is some of the hardest training I've ever had in my life this season. And when she left in the middle of that, and I came to her and I was like, I'm trying to hold out, but I need you. And when she got to me, oh man, we were having sessions for 4 hours, like just digging into me. And that time period, it took about 2 months for my body to completely go back to normal from all that training, that hard work that I've been doing. And that ended about about the end of May. That's when my body was finally letting go and saying, okay, you can run, you can start hitting practice like as fast as you want. You're not dead anymore. You don't have this tightness always in the back of your body. That's kind of what was going on.
Question from Adam Kilgore, Washington Post. Do you expect to be and want to be on the 4x100 team in Tokyo?
I do want to be. In my head, I expect to be, but it's all up to the coaches again. But I would most likely definitely want to be on that team.
And a follow-up, what was your routine at the start line when you looked up in the sky?
Sure, if you don't know by now, it was a spirit bomb call. Man, y'all got to keep up. I've been doing this for 4 years, ever since 2016. We'll shoot 5 years. Call it spirit bomb when you need some energy. And I definitely got it today.
Next question, Noah, Letty Etter, Run Blog Run. The smile looked genuine after the race. Congrats, you earned it. First feelings.
First feelings is shoot. That was hard. But gosh, that was fun. I went out there and I had fun. Another thing I've been struggling to have this year is some fun on the track. Yeah, I know a lot of people who've done interviews with me and saying, I said a lot. The day that I stop having fun is the day I leave, and I was not having fun this year, and I did not want to leave. I was just like, I know this can be fun again. I just, have to bide my time and going out there and having fun and doing my thing. It was fun again, and it was just nice. It was real nice. See a little bit of that old Noah, but see a lot of new Noah.
Question from Tom Shad, USA Today. The US won 32 medals on the track in Rio. Now that the team is set, what's the over-under for Tokyo?
Shoot. I won all the sprints. Plain and simple. 100, 200, 400, 400 hurdles, 110 hurdles, 800, men's and women. Shoot, I won it all. And I don't think I'm crazy for saying that we can do it. Of course, I want the golds, but shoot. Why not sweep them all? Why not go top 3 in each one? I don't think it's crazy.
Next question from Adam Kilgore, Washington Post. Just making sure on the Spirit Bomb, could you share Mona's last name?
Mona Montplaisir.
All right, and a reminder to the media to please direct your questions to the public chat. If you're currently writing a question, please use the raise hand feature so I know to wait.
So I know I'm gonna have to pee after this one.
And I am not seeing any more questions or raised hands. We really appreciate your time. Thank you.